Well, howdy there, folks. This here is BR, the BR's beer review. I gotta say, it is good to be back. Oh man, it has been a while. It has been a while. Right off the bat, before we get down to the nitty gritty of this here beer review, I'd like to thank you so much for coming on over to my new channel, subscribing it, liking every video, watching the new ones, rewatching the old ones, telling all your friends, your family, even people you hate how great my videos are. Or maybe how absolutely fucking terrible they are and we'll get a load of this clown and the shitty beer he drinks. It's not true. I don't drink shitty beer. All beer has its place. All beer has its place. It might be your new favorite. So without further ado, let's do what we do and drink some brew. Cheers. Oh. Delicious. Delicious. So today's beer is one of my all-time favorites. It's a bit odd. It's a bit odd. Doesn't quite fall under your craft micro macro brew category, but it's also not your traditional just light American lager. It is, of course, SHINER BOCK. Delicious. It is absolutely delicious. It's a Bock beer, which I believe originally was German style. I would assume they started most of the styles of beer that we as Americans are very familiar with in the past couple hundred years. It's a little darker. Don't be scared by the dark. It's not heavy. It's super light. But flavorful, not overly bearing in its flavor. Just all around delicious. This is a fucking American beer. I tell you what. Oh, that is good. That is good. SHINER BOCK is brewed by Spotzel Brewery. I'm not from Texas. I've actually never have been into Texas before, so if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, please let me know and I will adjust in the future. That is in Shiner, Texas, which is actually a fairly small town, population just over 2,000 from what I gathered up on the internet. But Spotzel Brewery has been brewing their beer since 1909. It hasn't been brewed outside of Shiner, Texas in well over 100 years. I mean, this brewery has been around since before the First World War. Back then it wasn't even the First World War. It's just the Great War. I mean, that's how long it's been around. I mean, and they're doing it right. It is an absolutely delicious beer. So, the only point of concern is the ABV, which is 4.4. Now that makes it a phenomenal day drinker. I mean, you can crack these in the morning, especially during these quarantine times. You wake up, roll out of bed at, I don't know if you're an early riser and you got kids, you're up at 5:30, so there's no reason you can't crack one of these here at 5:45. Or if you don't, and you're rolling out of bed at anywhere from 10:30 to 2 in the afternoon or anywhere thereafter, if I can crack one with your coffee, man, it is delicious. I actually feel like this taste would complement coffee very well. Now, the downside of that 4.4, if you're trying to get shit hammered, not super reliable. Excuse me. Let's wash that down, shall we? Cheers and thank you. As I was saying, 4.4, not super reliable. I would not really consider putting down a 12-pack of these to catch a buzz. Now, that, however, is where this Bock kind of semi-darkness, richer yet light taste comes in. Let me fill this up a tad and I shall elaborate. Now, the first time I had this was with a buddy in the great state of South Dakota. For whatever reason, it's fairly popular there, it seems like. But he introduced it to me as a backer for whiskey. this combination, you cannot lose. It is, excuse me. Wash that down once again, shall we? I'm a fucking pig. But anyways, as I was saying, this is the perfect whiskey backer. Neat, on the rocks, any concoction, Jack and Coke, back it with this. And that, my friends, is how you get shit-faced. My wife is going to fucking kill me when she sees this. Just a little tang there. You know, it's good, but I'd like a little something on the end. Shiner Bock, that's what I want. Delicious. That's great. That is a combination. Tell you what. Now, the IBUs on this bad boy ringing at 13, and that's according to Spotzel Brewery's Shiner website, which I highly encourage you to check out. Ringing at 13. Not sure what that means. Doesn't make sense. I have no idea what that's based on. BR's arbitrary bitterness scale, on the other hand, this is a smooth fucking beer. It's a little bit of a flavor though, so we're gonna go ahead and give it a week 2. That's right, folks, a week 2. So there you go. If you pound Busch Lights all day long, might not be for your preferred flavor. Worth trying. Craft beer drinkers, if you haven't heard of this and this doesn't have a place in your heart, for shame. For shame. But the rest of you, go out and get you some. This isn't my 100% every time go-to beer, but nothing is. This beer will always have a special place in my heart. And damn it, I love me a good Shiner Bock. In fact, all their beers are delicious. Hopefully, up here in my neck of the woods, I can get my hands on more of them and review them for you. But for now, this available in pretty much every store I have come across. You can't lose. Pick you up a 6-pack. Pick you up a 12-pack if you can find it. Cans. Just get you out there. Try it. Try it with some whiskey. Try it without whiskey. Just try it. Try it in the morning. Try it in the evening. Try it in the afternoon. Try it for lunch. Drink it for breakfast. Try you some of this Shiner Bock. You're going to like it. I think you really will. Well, that about does it for me. I've probably gone on far too long. But we do this show in one take, so that's what you get. Please subscribe if you haven't already to my new channel. Like it. Share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Just share it. Get it out there. People, let me help you find your new favorite brew. And cheers.